Minister of Natural Resources Raphael Trotman on Friday in a brief interview confirmed to Nightly News that he was not stripped of his ministerial responsibilities, but since last year it was him who requested that a Department of Energy be created under the Ministry of the Presidency and that President Granger should be the person to oversee the department.
I believe that the President should in a sense head the department, and I will be continuing to structure it in my mind that way, because when I advised him last year, I believe it needed to be standing alone, and it is ultimately for him.
The Energy Department is expected to be created in August, with President Granger as head of the department. Minister Joseph Harman will be the government's spokesperson on oil and gas.
Well, once it is in the Ministry of the Presidency, the Minister of State is the person who will answer in the National Assembly for any matter that relates to the Ministry of the Presidency.
Currently, the Minister of State, Joe Harman, Natural Resources Minister Raphael Trotman, Public Infrastructure Minister David Patterson, Business Minister Dominic Gaskin, and Minister of Finance Winston Jordan are part of a subcommittee on the sector, who will be responsible for setting up the structure, functions, and capacity building. Presidential Advisor on Petroleum Dr. Jan Mangal is also a member of that committee. Minister Harman shrugged aside suggestions that the sector would be politicized because it will be in the hands of several ministers.
As you know, we are constrained by the number of ministers that we can have in the government. And so you can't just create new ministries, because you're also creating more bureaucracy as well in the system. So that the departments basically will fall neatly, as we have a Department of the Environment. We now have a Department of Energy, which will be focusing on oil and gas.
The department will be responsible for, among other things, negotiating and entering into contracts and issuing of license for exploration and production. Roy and James, HGP Nightly News.